Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Sakura and Ayaka, or Sayaka for short. So I think they are the MVP for this Valentine banner. Let's compare them to Chakabovina and Swanwu and Jinglong. Yes, Sakura and Ayaka able to attack the enemy using their spirit base, but please don't treat them as your yes, you can treat them as your main offense character, but if you take a look on the stats, it is obvious that their spirit stats is below Swanwu and Qinglong, and the most important thing is they don't have plus 6 time chain damage modifier when through dual wield. So that will lower their damage significantly compared to Swanwu and Qinglong. And for the true double hand and true dual wield boost, they get 50%, so I must say they are quite flexible, but I think you are gonna make them into true dual wield characters. In that case, they are kind of bad because they only receive 50% true dual wield spirit, and like you know, it is very hard to increase true dual wield spirit. Okay, so it is really big fatal blow. And for the rest of abilities, I don't think there is anything bad, okay, or anything special from them. Basically only average passives they get. They don't have fatal damage protection. Basically only minor or gimmicky feature. Okay, they have minus 75% chance of being targeted, but that's not important, especially if you already have 100% provoker on your party. Okay, so I must say there is nothing so special about their passives. Let's take a look on their abilities. So Sayaka able to do many things. As a healer, they able to do Kyuraja level healing almost, okay, because like you can see that the base healing stats is lower than Kyuraja, but I believe with high spirit stats it is enough to heal your party. Next, the amazing thing is they have AoE re-raise. It just maybe you wondering what's so special about AoE re-raise. Their AoE re-raise is not restricted to LB or cooldown ability. Okay, you can cast it anytime you want. It is Magnus ability, so you can only use it 3 times, but I think there is very rare, there are not many situations where you need AoE re-raise more than 3 times, okay? So I think that's enough, especially because it is spammable again on next turn, so very nice. And they also able to recover your party MP, very nice using LB or their normal ability, okay? 30 MP per cast, very nice. And as a support or buffer, they able to give your party all elements resist and stop. The bad things is they don't have charm buff. Oh, this is kind of annoying because I think they do it on purpose, okay? They afraid to make her to become really OP, but whatever, that's one of her weakness. They also able to cover all stats break resist, okay? Pretty nice. And good barrier. They able to give your party 4000 health barrier. That's amazing. And as a placeholder, they also able to give your party 30% damage mitigation. However, the elemental resist buff are kind of bad. It is only 65% fire, lightning, light, and dark resist. Okay, only half elements and 65%. Whoa, I don't like it. For stats buff, it's only 130% to 150% all stats buff. Very nice, but compared to top tier buffers on today's standard, it is kind of bad. Because on today's standard, you kind of have 200% all stats buff and cannot be dispelled as a bonus. So I think 150% are not high enough for today. Okay, and they also have faster ability rate, but it's only 100%. You have seen their healing and support abilities, so I believe you agree with me if I say their support and healing are kind of mediocre. Not bad, but mediocre. Okay, And the biggest weakness is you cannot triple cast this healing and support ability. Actually, you're able to triple cast the AoE re-raise, but only that. With that in mind, that means you cannot ditch your healer or buffer, because I think the effects are mediocre. For buffer, maybe you're still able to ditch them, but yeah, for healer, I really against you to ditch your main healer. And for the LB, I must say it is nice, but it's kind of mixed effect we got there. We got Imperil, we got 3-5 Alkeo, and it requires 42 LB crystals, which is quite a lot. And let's say if you want to imperil the enemies, you need to think twice, guys, because you kind of wasted the revive, the cure attack. Basically, this is good LB, but not good combination. Okay, I don't know what to say, but I believe you get what I mean. But relax, don't feel bad. The best part is their abilities as an attacker. They are bolting strike chainer. They're able to deal lightning and light elements, and you can see the damage are quite good. Okay, the rotation is very simple. They able to deal 75 times damage modifier every turn constantly. Okay, you may say, what, 75 times? Is that not amazing at all? Yes, I agree. They are kind of bad, but having 2 Sayaka will unlock interesting combination. If you only able to have 1 Sayaka for your party, then I must say they are kind of bad. But if you're able to achieve 2 Sayaka, whoa, that's amazing, because that means finally you able to ditch your healer and replace your healer with a finisher, which will increase your damage greatly. I have written it on the screen. Okay, you can see the party sample. With 2 Sayaka, you don't need to worry about triple cast. You can simply use your dual cast. Your dual cast work with almost all your abilities. So with dual cast, you simply can cast Electrifying Touch or Victory, whichever you choose. And for the second action, you can simply choose healing or buff for your party. Very nice, right? And on the next turn, you can use Victory, and yes, simply basically rotate your Electrifying Touch and Victory if you have 2 Sayaka. But if you only have 1 Sayaka as a chainer, then it's not good, because you are forced to do triple cast, and yeah, you basically still need bring a healer. In that case, why not bringing more powerful chainers than Sayaka? That's what I want to talk about. Okay, so really, to make her really good, you need 2 Sayaka and 1 finisher. And let's use Ignacio here for example. That party is gonna be insane, guys. Okay, because with Sayaka and Ignacio, you already cover finisher, chainer, and healer roles. Okay, your Sayaka are also able to juggle between cooldown ability, and you have 6 times AoE re-raise. I believe that is enough for the battle. For breaker, you can use adventure lock or any characters you want. Basically, the most important thing is make sure you bring someone who equip Lakshmi if you encounter enemy who able to inflict charms for your party. Okay, if you're able to do that, then your party is gonna be perfect. And this is not limited to Ignacio. You can use any finisher you want, but really you need 2 Sayakas. That's the big letdown for me. Okay, so enough about abilities. Let's talk about equipment. For equipment, it is easy. Simply build her spirit and health stats if you have spare ability slot. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, you can equip Sakura, Blossom Stage Sakura, and Ayaka Trust Master Reward to activate the Trust ability, but I don't recommend that, because Blossom Stage Sakura Trust Master is good for mage. It boosts magic stats, and she doesn't need magic stats. For Ayaka, it doesn't give her nice spirit boost, I think so. you can ignore that, okay? So in about equipment, my conclusion for Sayaka is amazing character, okay? Their offensive abilities are easy to use. They also have good support abilities, healing, buff. They able to do lots of things. But really guys, if you only have one Sayaka, they are kind of bad. Let me explain again, okay? So let's say you only have one Sayaka. If you still want to bring your healer, then I think it's better to replace Sayaka for real attackers. Because like you can see that their damage are good but not amazing. They lack +6 time change damage modifier. Their spirit stats probably lower than Xuanwu and Qinglong. So I still say Xuanwu and Qinglong is better. Okay? And if you only have one Sayaka, you still insist have one Sayaka. Let me explain, okay? Bolting Strike Chainer usually a triple striker. For example, we have Esther, Xuanwu, and Qinglong. If you ditch your healer and make Sayaka your offensive, if you make your Sayaka into second chainer and healer, that means you will stuck with dual cast. With dual cast, you can use one Bolting Strike and healing ability. But that means 2 Bolting Strike abilities from your first chainer gonna be wasted because they are not chained together. They probably mess up your chaining. But if you have 2 Sayaka, you can chain the victory, and for the second abilities, you can use healing, buff, or anything, okay? Very nice combination. But you need 2 of them. Okay, so let's hope you pull 4 of them. If you pull 4, then I definitely can say don't get their Trust Master reward. It's better to have 2 Sayaka for your party. They are superb if you have 2 of them. Or if you're only able to pull 2 Sayaka, to only have 1 7 stars Sayaka, then my recommendation is to search for friends who also like them and definitely gonna use them as main leader. But that's kind of annoying, okay? Because let's say you fail at certain challenge, then you need to wait for 2 and 3 hours. That's why I kind of lazy to use Aldor King Rain or whoever. I always use my Cartin because I have 2 7 stars Cartin. So if I fail at some challenge, I can retry it again and I can gear them easily. That's why I don't think Sayaka is really good. They are good characters, but you probably have a problem to find another Sayaka. Okay? Their Trust Master reward are really good. It's 60% spirit boost and 10% health. Very nice for survivability for your healers or other staff users. And compared to Chocobovina and Xuanwu and Qinglong, of course, Xuanwu and Qinglong is still the best spirit attacker. Yes, you might say, oh, their damage modifier are better, Sayaka. Yes, but remember, okay, +6 time chain damage modifier is huge deal. It will make Xuanwu and Qinglong deals far more damage than Sayaka. And compared to Chocobovina, of course, Sayaka is better. But the good thing about Chocobovina is she is not locked to an element. For Sayaka, like you can see that their abilities are locked to lightning and light. If the enemies have resistance to that element, one of that or both elements, then their effectiveness are kind of downgraded so bad. Okay, but really if you treat them as a healer, I think Warrior of Light Lena and Dr. Aiden are still better. Okay, that's for me. If you like her and want to get her, I must say they are totally worth the price. But there is Signacia blocking your way, so good luck on that. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Private X videos. Bye bye guys.